guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. Today's video is something a little bit different. It's something that I don't usually really talk about. Well, I do speak about it on my vlogs, but I've never done like a sit down like video like this about it. And it's all about vision boards, manifesting, the law of attraction. I've literally sat and wrote notes on what I want to talk about because I think I'm the queen of waffling and I don't want to sit here and just go on and on and on and for it not actually to be helpful. So I've got my Barclays pen and we're going to go through like this is a lecture at university. Basically, if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I posted on my story a couple of days ago, basically with a picture of my new bag, which is a Givenchy bag. And I mentioned that I've wanted this bag since I was about 15. I mentioned that it was on my vision board for this year. I then went back and found my vision board, which I made at the start of this year. And basically, I'll insert it here. I found a photo of the bag and a puppy right next to it, which I'd put on my vision board. And that puppy is the double of Kobe. Here's a picture of the puppy on my vision board. Here is a picture of my puppy now, Kobe, who's 5 months old. So I was like, whoa, that is crazy. Was talking about it on my story and I had an overwhelming amount of DMs asking me to do a video to talk about it and just kind of show how I make vision boards and stuff. Granted, I am not a pro in this. I don't think anyone can be a pro in this. I think it's every single person. It's going to be different for whatever works for you, whatever you're doing it for, like the meaning behind it. Everyone's going to be different. But hopefully this can give you a couple of little tips and tricks to what I do and how I like use it like within my lifestyle. So yeah. Okay, so starting off with the obvious of what is a vision board. As I said previously, I think it can be different for anyone depending on what you want to use it for, what your goals are, what your aspirations are. It can really be as personal as you want it to be. It can be made on your laptop, have it digitally, or you could print off photos, make a canvas, frame it, have it up in your house. It really is up to you. But the way I would best describe it is just a collection of photos, quotes, materials, anything you want which sum up your goals. So whether you want to have it specific to your home, your career, your personal life, your relationship. For example, if it was career, you might have your dream office, your dream job, your aspirations, your salary written in there, anything that you want. Or what I tend to do is kind of a big collective one. So I've got a 2020 vision board which has relationship, career, personal, fitness and health, everything on there, home life. It's just a massive mood board with everything on there because then I can sit and look at it and it's literally a vision of how I want my life to look in the next year. Granted, I've been doing quite a lot of research recently and I want to make like a far future one, like one for the next 20 years, something that I look at and think, right, where do I want to be? Maybe not 20, maybe 10. Where do I want to be in the next 10 years? And have it more specific to that. I also want to make more specific ones for my career, for my home life. Like I want to make more unique ones rather than just one collective. So I've been making vision boards for the past 2 years, I'd say, and some of the results that I've seen from it have been pretty crazy, to be honest. I know I mentioned the dog and the bag, but there has also been a lot more in my personal life as well, which has just became a reality through me really believing that it was mine and manifesting it and visualizing it. And also Jordan, although he doesn't like read about it and like isn't as interested in it as me, he also has manifested so much stuff into his life. He used to live in America. He knew he wanted to be back. He knew the job he wanted. He really had like a clear path without even realizing that he was visualizing it or manifesting it. He had such a clear path of where he wanted to be and what he wanted to do and believed that it would happen and didn't stress, and it's all happened. I do think it's important to say that, you know, you could put your dream life on a vision board. It's not just going to come to you overnight. It's not just going to come to you in a year. It does actually take work as well, and you've got to believe that's yours. I do think if you want something, then you work towards it. And if you're looking at this vision board and you're seeing your dream house, you are then motivated to work towards that dream house, and you're like, right, that is going to be mine. I'm going to do this. I just think it's a really good way of motivating yourself. And I mean, there's so much research and so many videos out there that you can watch which will tell you all about it, and a lot of successful people do it. So yeah, so I've just got my 2020 vision board in front of me here, and there's a lot of elements of it which have came true and I have visualized them. However, there is a lot of stuff on there which hasn't, and I think that's also very important. Not everything is going to happen all the time. Some of the things on there I'm looking at and thinking, yeah, but that'll be on next year's, and that's probably now fitting a lot better with my life. I find that picking very specific and relatable pictures help me to fully believe that that is something that I can have and that's mine. So for example, I always take screenshots of my bank balance, and I'll Photoshop them with a higher number in there, because it has my name, it has my account number, it has my sort code, but it has a balance number which I want to be in my bank account, and that will be in my bank account one day. What else do I do? For example, a massive goal for me, obviously my career is on social media. If I have a milestone number that I want to hit, for example 200,000 subscribers, I will take a screenshot of my YouTube, edit out whatever subscriber number I'm on, put in what I want, and I look at that every day as if that is how many I've got. And that is such a key thing. You can have all this down and you can make a really pretty, lovely vision board with bright colours and nice aesthetic pictures, but if you don't look at it and really believe that that is yours and that you deserve that and that that's all coming to you, then the likelihood of it working is slim. So yes, there's one thing making the vision board, but you've also got to implement it as well. So I will come back to the vision board kind of thing and the creating of a vision board in a little bit, but before I got into that, I just wanted to talk a little bit as well about like a manifestation and vibrations and things like that. If you have not read The Secret and you are interested in this, go and read The Secret, or go and watch the Netflix film The Secret. It's the same thing. I've watched that so many times. I love the book, and that is really what got me kickstarted into this. Also, another book which is amazing and is great for like your mindset, visualizing things, is by Vex King, and it's called Good Vibes, Good Life. I will link both of them down below for you so you can go and shop them. Both of them books are amazing, and you can read them over and over again, and you never are going to get bored of them. Like, it keeps channeling you in. If you ever feel like you're kind of losing your train of thought, you don't really know what you're doing, you need to be remotivated, they're great for getting you back on track with trying to visualize your dream life, really. A quote which really stuck out to me is, present thoughts create future reality. I really try to be positive in all aspects of life. If something goes wrong for me, I really try to be positive. Granted, you are allowed to be upset and it's normal to feel negative or angry about certain things, but it's having the rationale to think, okay, that was really rubbish, I'm fuming that's happened, however, everything happens for a reason. Because that's happened, the positives that came out for it, I've learned this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to come back 10 times harder, to put it broadly. So although you try and have a positive thought all the time, it's just kind of putting a positive spin on things and not always looking at the down things constantly. If every single day I was like, I'm so upset that happened, then the next day I'm saying, oh, yesterday was so rubbish, I can't believe that happened. A week later, oh my god, last week was so bad. It's just constantly putting negative energy out there, which is only going to attract more negative. Whereas if something bad happens to me and I say, okay, that was rubbish, however, I'm going to make the most of this day and turn it around, that is putting more positive vibes out there. So positive energy is going to come back to me, if that makes sense. Another thing which I do all the time and find really useful is speaking things into existence. So I will, for example, say to Jordan, yeah, I'm going to have that. Or yeah, I've got that. Yeah, it's going to happen. Because I'm like, you need to speak it. If I'm like, oh God, I don't know if that's going to work, I don't know if we're going to get that, then if you don't know, then it's not going to come back to you. You've got to fully believe that everything you want and everything you deserve is yours and that it's coming to you either way. So I'll say, yeah, I've got that dream house, I'm just not there yet. Like, we're not in the area yet, but we have got that dream house. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to put it out there for it to come back to you. So yeah, going back to the whole visualization and your vision board, you have to fully believe that that is coming to you and that has happened and that is yours, and really monitor your thoughts to change any negative energy into a positive. If I'm constantly thinking, oh God, I've got no money, I can't afford this, no, I can't go there, I can't afford it, I am putting out, I can't, instead of being like, yeah, I can afford anything I want, I can do it within means. I'm not going to go on extravagant holidays and buy 1,000,001 luxury items when I can't afford it, but believing that it's yours and that it's coming to you and that you are worthy of it is the key to it actually working and it coming back to you. In Vex King's book, he talks a lot about like the law of vibrations. So if you put out positive vibrations, then positive vibrations are coming back to you. For example, if you ever, like, you spend time with someone and you're like, oh, I'm just not vibing with them, it's a bit like, oh, I don't know, they get, you know, when you spend time with someone and all they do is complain and you come away feeling like you are drained of energy because this person has just complained and been miserable. That is kind of when they are giving off them negative vibrations, you're then taking it in. That's why it's all about surrounding yourself with people who are on the same level. They want big things out of their life. You need to read the book to really, like, he goes into detail. I'm no scientist, I don't know what I'm talking about really, but what I've noticed is when you're giving off high frequency of vibrations and you're giving off good energy, that comes back to you and you can really see it and feel it. But yeah, there's so many different elements. I think that's why people get a bit overwhelmed with the whole manifestation thing, because it's like, what actually is it? But I really do recommend watching The Secret or reading the books that I've mentioned, because they will kind of open your eyes to a little bit more. But I'm going to reel it in because I can feel myself starting to waffle. I could literally sit, when I meet someone who is into this, I could sit and talk to them for hours on end about all of this. But I'm going to draw a line under that now and I'm going to move on to the actual creating of a vision board. So let me get my laptop. I'm going to screen record and show you exactly what I do to put together my vision boards. And I'm going to make a new one with you all now. Okay, so I've got my laptop here. Let me pop it on screen record and I'll show you the first steps to create my vision board. So as you can see here, I'm just on Pinterest, and what I do is I create a secret board. This one is literally called vision board, and I always set my boards to secret just because, like I said, there's private things on here, but for this specific board I haven't put anything, you know, that I wouldn't be happy to share with you guys. So this is the board. I basically just search things in here and save them here. House goals, kitchen goals, travel. I've got Pretty Little Thing here. That's a brand that I love and work with a lot, so just putting it out there that I want to continue working with them. I have got nice like work aesthetics here. I have got little Kobe is in there because this was made before I had him. Now, like I said, that is literally his twin. I don't know how that even happened. That's just a girl with an unbelievable figure. That is a bag that I really want. Loads of nice quotes. Make yourself proud, focus. That was the Givenchy bag, which I wanted and now have. And then at the bottom here you can find some more ideas. So this is just things that Pinterest will show you in general, in case you want to add it to the board. It kind of takes what you've already put in there and shows you things similar. So what I usually do is just go through and save some things to the board that I like, some things which speak to me, some things which relate to me. For example, this one I want to save because one of my goals this year is to go to the Amalfi Coast. I really want to go there. Stuff like this in the future home ones, I think I will make for a future home board. But yeah, that's basically what I do. I get the majority of my photos through Pinterest because I feel like there's just such an array of photos on there. The other thing I'll do, like I mentioned previously, is like editing photos to put my bank balance on. I'll literally just do that on Photoshop or on Instagram stories. You can like colour out the number, write text and put it on top. So I've just gone through and added a few more pins, obviously the ones of travel. This is my next bag, which I really want. I want to travel a lot. And then you've seen all these ones. So once I've got all them ready, I'll go ahead and save them all to my laptop and download them. And then I will send them all over to my iPad where I'll create the vision board. So let's go on to the next step. In terms of actually creating the vision board, there is so many different platforms you can use to make it. You could even do it on Instagram stories if you don't want to get technical, just literally by adding the photos in, moving them around, doing whatever you want. You could use Canva, which I use for a lot of like making thumbnails and things. Loads of amazing templates on there. You could use Photoshop. You could really use anything. You could print them off and stick them all on a big sheet of paper, stick them on a canvas. It's completely up to you. Okay, so now that I'm on the iPad, I'm just going to show you the apps which I use to make my vision board. So like I said, Canva's there. You can use that, or what I do use on the majority of them, what I'm going to use today, is in the top left corner, which is Adobe Sketch. When you open it, you can choose any format you want. I tend to just go for iPad Pro landscape, fills the whole screen, and there you have it. That is my base for all of my vision board making as such. So as you can see here, you can draw on this, you can add squiggles, you can do whatever you want really. And by clicking the little plus at the right, you can add image layers, and basically just adjust them, put them wherever you want, choose what you want to be on top of what, layer it. It's super easy and simple to use. So I've actually got Pinterest on my iPad as well, so thankfully I don't need to download all the images and send them over to my iPad. If you're doing it on one device, then that's obviously going to be a lot easier, but I just want to show you exactly what I do. So I'm just opening Pinterest on my iPad. I'm clicking select, and I am then just going to go in and select all the images that I want to put onto the vision board. Okay, so once all them images are downloaded and on my iPad, I'm then going to go back into the Adobe Sketch, press the little plus, press image layer on my iPad, go down to my vision board folder, and just start adding in the photos to make them look aesthetically pleasing as possible. So once it's in, you can change the way it looks, change the size. I'm just going to put that in there like so. And that's basically what I do. I will then go in and maybe add like some, you know, something to make it look a little bit prettier if I'm looking at it every single day of my life. But yeah, I'm going to pop you on a quick little time lapse, make this vision board, and then I will show you the finished product. Okay, so as you can see, that was a very quick, easy one that I just threw together. I can't really make a full one for you on here because it is such a personal thing. When you start making one yourself, I feel like you'll understand that you don't really want anyone to be able to see what you want. It's kind of a really nice personal thing which you can work towards in your own time. So usually when I make it, it'll be full screen. There'll be about 20 photos on there. There'll be really specific things. There'll be statements and screenshots of personal things in my life. But yeah, I hope you understand that. But that kind of hopefully gives you a little gist of how I do it. When I finally save the image, I'll then send it to my phone, laptop, any device. You can print it off if you want. I often set mine as my wallpaper on my phone when you unlock it, so it's not popping up to everyone, but when I unlock my phone, I can kind of just have that subconscious reminder of all the things that I want and what I'm working towards. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. I've tried to not waffle, I've tried to be informative, and I've tried to like keep it to the basics. But if you have any questions or need a hand with anything, literally drop me a message, drop me a DM on Instagram, comment down below, and I'll always be happy to help. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!